I think TV peaked around this time. Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So today I'm going to talk about a sitcom, and it's a sitcom that is a part of a pantheon of sitcoms that came out while I was growing up that I think deserve more praise and attention than they got. And they did get a lot of noteworthy attention. They were an alternative sort of sitcom who had a very good concept that was funny, that was hilarious, and just impacted me in some sort of wonderful way. And the sitcom that I'm talking about is unprecedented greatness. And I think TV peaked around this time.
Usually set the alarm, but today was our first day of work. Rise and shine, hands up. Mine, Randy, hands off mine.
Just with all the shows that we got at that time. And the show I'm talking about is My Name is Earl.
No, you're hiding the truth somewhere deep inside you. And this little camera is going to help us find it.
My Name is Earl is 4 seasons. Sitcom. It is basically through the 2005 to 2009. It's a great show about, well, what I liked about it was the infusion of philosophy, the ideas. I love how it makes fun of itself very often.
You're taping all this? Hey, when we get back, would you mind filming me and Earl, you know?
I already asked him. He's cool with it. I told him none of that artsy moving the camera stuff. He promised to keep it tight on the business.
Sweet. Hey, crank up the radio. Find some Wu-Tang Clan.
I just enjoy how the show was able to get across very complex ideas, and our characters felt that. Basically, this show is about someone who is basically a miscreant. He is a petty thief. He is Earl Hickey. He is not a good guy. He is not a good guy. Him and his brother, they are not good people. They do horrible things. But, so one day, Earl Hickey wins the lotto. 100K, boom, gets hit by a car. Boom, loses the lotto ticket. Boom, sees a commercial and sees that, hey, if I learn, he basically learns karma. And this transforms the entire show, and our adventure begins there.
Every time something good happened to me, something bad was always waiting around the corner. Karma. That's when I realized I had to change. So I made a list of everything bad I've ever done, and one by one I'm going to make...
So when he starts to learn karma, he makes an entire list of every wrongdoing he has ever done in his life thus so far. And it's an entire list. And basically every single episode is Earl righting the wrongs and apologizing to people, doing the things he needed to do, righting his wrongs, just doing better with his life. The show just hit. It hit for me because it was funny in the way it showcased Earl's ignorance. It showcased some of the issues with trying to do better, being around people that aren't necessarily trying to do better while he's trying to do better and trying not to go back into his old habits, how karma is throughout life and how he dictates himself, but he also is falling prey to the things that happen because he's lesser fortunate. He doesn't have a lot of money. He is basically white trash, has several kids, gets cheated on. Come on, you know the vibes. But what I liked about this show was it was very honest about the circumstances that can happen in life. And what do I mean by circumstances? I mean, this entire show had the ability to showcase the good and bad of doing good things. Sometimes you won't get noticed. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. I don't know why I repeated that. Sometimes it doesn't even make people feel good just by doing good. And sometimes doing the right things is a hard decision. And you see that so very often within My Name is Earl. And each episode, Earl changes along each season. He has to right his wrongs. And each time he rights his wrong, it gets progressively harder. And he sees the people around him change. He sees how people talk to him different. There is a definite beginning, middle, and end to this story. And it is filled with so much character development within this show. It is incredible.
They beat a confession out of you already.
More like into me.
Oh, snap.
I guess the reason why I like this show so much is because it ventures into a very interesting conversation about why does it matter to be a good person? And why does it necessarily matter to try to be a better person? Why can't you just be a horrible piece of garbage your entire life? And the show has that conversation. It has a bunch of different conversations. It makes fun of American culture. It is very cognizant of how funny things are, and it makes a lot of good jokes that I just loved and enjoyed. And it was a part of just a different type of sitcom that just made me laugh. It made me feel things. The emotional moments are really emotional. When it dealt with death within some of its episodes, I felt a lot of those things. This show just continued to push the boundaries of what a sitcom could really teach you, the conversations it could hold, a lot of the jokes, and it was very honest. It was incredibly honest about Earl Hickey and basically his impact on others, on his loved ones, on the people around him, even his brother. And very often it was just interesting to see how a sitcom was able to capture that in just 30 minutes, some episodes. Unfortunately, the show ended on a cliffhanger, so that's unfortunate. We don't really find out what happens to Earl Hickey, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's whatever. Sitcom is a very difficult world, I am told, so I'm just going to be like this, and I'm going to recommend it to you because this is a good show for what it's worth. It teaches you a lot. I think it's genuinely funny. It has a lot of merit to it where you feel as though you're learning something and you are asked, or at least you're able to question who you are as a person. Who are you in the world? And funny enough, Earl Hickey is doing this because he kind of wants to get that 100,000K back, but he also has to realize, are good things because you're doing them for more good things? And that's an interesting question. It seems as though someone really did their homework on karma and the conversations that comes up. And the funny part about Earl Hickey's change that happened so often within our episodes was he would meet people that still have an image of him from the past, and they would interact with him in certain ways, and he would have to just make a cognizant thought process and action to be like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I'm not a part of this anymore. No, I can't do certain things, even at his detriment. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about this show is it feels like we're watching a character be tested and follow through on the merit and philosophies that he set before himself on that hospital bed when he first learned of karma. And I think that's really interesting. Being able to be tested oh so often and to rework your ignorance for the better. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about this is peak, and I mean peak TV shows that just didn't get a real good chance. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And have you seen this? Because this is a part of an illustrious array of TV shows that came out during the 2000s and the 2010s. So, listen, debate me if you would like. But anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.